Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run MkII. So, we have the Oscar, still needs 1 day, but yeah, we're gonna do some significant rebuilding. We're gonna start by actually building our fire starter, because if I remember correctly, we have actually 2 double heatsink kits. I see. And 2 double heatsink kit quick sell, and a clan. Okay, we're gonna upgrade every single mech to use one of these. One of them. We're gonna drop the jump jets here. What kind of engine cores do we have? So we got a 35-ton mech. So the breakpoints are 35, 70, 105, 140, 175, 210. 245. So 245 would give us 7 walk and 10 sprint, I believe. Which means 250. Yeah, 250 would give us 711. Beautiful. The 245 would literally give us 710. So by getting the 250, that's why it rounds up to 11. At least I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. In any case, so with a 250, I'm curious. So we have the Clan XL engines and the XL engines. Since it's a light mech, it should be cheaper to install than in a medium mech. So we've got 610,000. But we have so many energy hardpoints. Do we make ourselves a clan tech? Do we make ourselves a clan tech? We don't need clan pharaoh, so we'll just use regular pharaoh. Regular endo. Energy weapons don't take a lot of slots. So we can make ourselves essentially a clan tech fire starter. PPC. Clan pulse. Clan pulse, clan pulse, putting those in torso to protect them more. And we could just do that. Ooh, we also have a dreadnought gyro, right? Somewhere? I thought we had a dreadnought gyro. Yeah, there we go. But that takes up a center torso slot, so we wouldn't be able to have 2 energies there. I mean, it is a build, and it is respectable. So we have the PPC for long range, up to 720. And then once we get within 420, we've got 3 medium pulse lasers. But I think we could do even better than that. Because then we still, I don't know, we're about heat neutral. But I think instead of the PPC, we can go with the ER large laser, which would then let us also bring another medium laser. So now we have a heat delta of 12, which is completely manageable. Or instead of the medium laser, we could actually go with smalls. We're fast enough for it. Although I would, especially since we're putting valuable stuff in it, I would really like to put more armor in it. And again, saving the flamers until we can also use the SRMs with it for the Inferno ammo. I'd like to only dedicate a single mech to heat. But that is very much what we could do with the fire starter. Let's look around at other things first. So our cicada. It's a little bit toasty. So I think what we're going to do is, in part because it doesn't mesh well with the mines, I think we're going to drop the PPC for a large laser. We're already armored up fully. But we have some ECM. We have some Stealth X. Now, Stealth X is going to generate additional heat. but it's stealth, so it will keep us alive longer. We don't really care about the advanced zoom right now. And again, yeah, the sensor recon also gives us IFF jamming, so ECM shield of 1, which stacks with the ECM shield of 4. Yeah. No, 3. ECM shield of 3 for passive, 2 for active. Honestly, yeah, that's good. And then we have 1 more ton, so we could very easily go C3 unit. Or active probe. Oh, right. The sensor recon also acts as a probe. And it does not stack with the active probe externally. So, part of the reason I'm liking the rocket here is because if we're overheating and we've already fired the rocket, we don't risk anything exploding. Which is nice. We're already running a double heatsink kit. I mean, is it just another double heatsink, actually? That completely fixes our cooling problems. But we only have 2 double heatsinks, and I would like to use the other double heatsink kits, possibly in a mech that doesn't have such a large engine. I mean, we're using all of our hard points except for our support hard point. And AMS plus ammo would be 1.5 tons. We only have 1 ton. I mean, the heavy rocket launcher 10 would actually give us 1.5 tons. It would do the same damage. But it also has -1 accuracy. We could just add a mine dispenser. No, and I'm thinking of putting the miniguns onto something else. Actually, yeah, Stealth X and a heatsink actually sounds really good. Where's our Stealth X? Stealth X. Stealth X, there we go. So Stealth X takes a specialist slot and 1 slot in each location other than the center torso and head. And it will generate an additional 6 heat per turn and 6% heat. So that means we are going to be generating 70, I think 70-ish. And then an additional 6, so 76. So we would definitely need better cooling. So that would give us a heat delta of about 10 with the stealth. And again, that's assuming we fire the rocket. That is including the 9 from the rocket. So we should be, after the turn where we fire the rocket, we should be about heat neutral. So we've traded the PPC with 55 damage for the large laser with 45. But that is a lot of heat saving. So I think that's actually quite good. We've also gotten the ECM and the stealth online, which will help protect it since it's running an XL engine. I think that's actually good. I think that is how we do it. The Guardian ECM does give a higher shield, but it does weigh 1.5 tons. But we could save that 0.5 ton by dropping in the heavy rocket launcher. I think I'm going to just go with a regular Guardian ECM and the heavy rocket launcher. Heavy rocket launcher 10. Same damage, but only 10 missiles. The -1 accuracy is offset a bit by the rangefinder. So that's good. Actually, do I also put the advanced zoom in here? Because I'm trying to think. I think our other medium mechs are shorter range than the large laser. No, I'd rather put that on a longer range mech. I mean, that is a build. That is completely good as a build. We don't really need to do anything else to it. And yeah, I don't know why the Stealth X is... the slots are not fixed to any particular location, apparently. Interesting. Alright. I would rather that Stealth X... Can I change where the Stealth X... Because I don't like it on the left arm. Yeah, no, it looks like it's automatically going there. That's a shame. But that's fine, I guess. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to do? The medium laser exostars have +1 accuracy. The fire control energy accuracy gives us +2 accuracy. So we have a very accurate mech. We're making good use of our hard points. Got good cooling. Got good defense with the ECM and the sensor recon. I really would love an IFF jammer. I think that would be the best other support slot item, but I'm happy with it like that.
Right. I'll get it.
And now that we have something else working, we're going to advance one day. Because the next mech I want to look at is the Scout. So, for whatever reason, I was under the impression the Scout had hands, so I was looking for melee for it. But that is not actually the case. It does not have hands. So right now, it's running a small laser and mine dispenser 30. I kind of want to put the laser AMS quick cell on something, but not this. What do I do with this? I mean, it's fine. Okay, real quick, we have Duralast Quick Cell. -5% damage taken, plus 20% armor weight. I think I want to put that on the Flea, since the Flea has very little armor. Whoa, stop spinning. So I think that is a good pick for the Flea. Not enough free slots. Eight fixed slots. So we have 9 heat sinks, which we need because we have -5 heat sink tons and then engine removal -4. Our heat efficiency is great because once we drop all our mines, all we have is a medium laser. We are running the engine XL ! So the Scout has one of its support hardpoints in the center torso, so if we want to run a energy weapon as well as the mines, we have to run a single slot mine dispenser, which I believe limits us to a 10. No, 15 single slot. Okay. So we're going to drop that real quick.
Logged and noted.
And on the Scout, we're going to replace the 10 with a 15. So that would need half a ton. Hold on a second. It wasn't that expensive to put in the engine XL. I think I'd rather put that on the Scout. Does the Oscout have a bigger core? Yes, it does. Engine core 280. So that's going to save a lot more tonnage on the Oscout. So we're going to drop that. We're going to drop the speedy leg actuator because I think the flea with the Mechwarrior we have in it is already generating max evasion without it. And this would give the chance to have the Oscout maybe generate 5 evasion instead of 4. And we definitely want the Mine Dispenser 10. Oh wait, we have another Mine Dispenser 20. Hello. How do? I mean, Indo saves us 0.75 tons. Do we leave the XL exclamation mark exclamation mark? And then use an actual XL engine on the Oscout? That seems very risky. Like, I'm very aware that 55 damage is not much to take down the side mech, or the side torso of this mech. So it's very risky. Or do we literally just make it a drop the mines and run? Yeah, Pharaoh saves 0.31 because it has so little armor. Tricky, tricky. Oh yeah, compact life support. That'll save us half a ton. That will save us half a ton. I mean, the Engine XL is saving us 2 tons, which we could then use for armor. Which might not be a terrible idea, actually. And the heat efficiency really doesn't matter at all. Once we drop our load, all we have is a medium laser, so it takes 1 turn to drop all the heat. With that extra ton, we could actually put a C3 unit, but that would require the flea to continue running around near the enemies after it's potentially damaged and potentially crippled. Yeah, I think we just use the extra 0.9 tons for armor. Just so the flea maybe doesn't explode. And I am aware I'm leaving the cockpit with 15 structure and 16, so that's just enough to survive 2 small lasers. Just enough to survive 1 medium laser. And it gets destroyed by a large laser. It actually gets destroyed by a lot. Does 2 actually, or 1, I guess, tick, make a difference? 31 versus 32, that does not make a difference, I don't think. 45 versus 46 does make a difference. Because 45 is an ER large laser. So that would be the difference between an ER large laser one-shotting us and not one-shotting us. I mean, would the Indo be better used somewhere else? We are greatly increasing our survivability. That is a good bit more armor than it had. That being said, it's still not much. Okay, so the Indo is 0.75. Can we actually get to this point without the Indo? So adding in the Mine Dispenser 20. Yes, actually we can. So, where is the compact life support quick cell? Boom. And then if we are able to find something like a small cockpit, because the small cockpit penalties to piloting would not matter for the mine dispensers. So that would save us another ton that we could then put into armor. But yeah, I think this is fine. Although actually, for breakpoint purposes, I'm actually going to move one armor from the back of the side torsos to the front. Because surviving 29 damage, or like taking 29 damage and taking 30 damage is very similar. Any weapon system that will kill dealing 29 damage will also kill doing 30 damage. Whereas having 56 on the front means we could take a ERPPC 55 damage and just have one hit point left. So I think that's the play there. Just a slight tweak. Make it do what it... Oh, right!
I'll let you know when that's done.
Right. The leg actuator. Take the leg actuator out. Mine dispenser 20. And the compact life support, which is actually really useful since we don't have life support A or B, and since we don't intend to put them on, like, the light mechs. So we can actually do that and that, which is 60 damage those can take now. Actually, $36 on the sides, because 61 is a good break point. Okay, I think that's what we're doing. For real this time. So again, very expendable mech. Very expendable. Nothing of real value in here. I mean, if we lose the XL and the engine heatsink removal, it's not a big deal.
Right. I'll get it in the sky.
Alright. That brings us back to the Scout, which, again, is going to be kind of a partner to the Flea, but stick around a lot longer. So we are going to actually give it an XL engine as well, I think. Which saves us 8 tons. So this small laser is getting upgraded. The Mine Dispenser 10 is getting upgraded to a Mine Dispenser 15. And a... I was going to say large laser, but we do not have a large laser. We do have a large chem laser. Do we have ammo for it? No. We have medium chem. Is there a large chem laser ammo in the store? There's a large laser in the store. I will buy that. Instantly, without hesitation. And there is not large chem laser ammo. Okay. Also, a commenter pointed out, medium chem lasers do have the benefit of generating a lot less heat than regular medium lasers. So, that is something that completely, did not occur to me. But yeah, so dropping small laser for a large laser. Boom. And we're also going to drop in the XL engine, which is risky, but it's fine. We do have the bulky endosteel giving us an additional 5% structure. So that's an extra 2 structure on the side torsos, which could be the difference between it exploding and not. And I think we might give it the Duralast Quicksilver for the 5% damage reduction. Because putting that on a medium, not enough free slots. Oh, right, because the bulky endosteel takes 22 slots. Right. Anyway, dropping the 10 Mine Dispenser for a 15 Mine Dispenser. Alright. And yeah, I'm really looking for a mech that has 4 energy hard points and 2 missile hard points. And we're going to slap the bolt-on incendiary rockets on it as well. It's going to be a good time. The grenade variety pack unfortunately requires hands. We do not have hands. So there's not a whole lot else we can do. Other than, I guess we could put the minigun on it. Oh yeah, leg actuator. The speedy leg actuator. That will help it get a little bit more evasion, I think. So what does this do? We're at 32.35. It does reduce the tonnage ever so slightly. That's really interesting. Huh. Very interesting. Not particularly good, but very interesting. What else do we have? We're not going to put Stealth X in this thing. And sadly, we don't apparently have the... Wait. We have 8 slots. Oh, does it take... Yeah, it takes 1 slot in each location, so that does not work whenever we're using the center for Mine Dispenser and the large laser. That's fine. We don't need an armor upgrade. But yes, so the C3 unit I'm thinking I'm going to put here. And actually, let's keep everything on the same side. So we have a shield sight on our right, sort of. We are risking a 2.5 million C-Bill XL engine on this thing. Is that worth it? Just upgrading a small laser to a large laser, essentially. I mean, I think to upgrade to the 15, all we'd have to do is throw in the compact life support, and we'd be fine. We could also throw in some engine heatsink removal for the speedy leg actuator. Yeah, let's not waste an XL engine on an Oz Scout. Let's just not and say we did. All right, so again, Mine Dispenser 10 out, Mine Dispenser 15 in, just for that extra little bit. Just that extra little bit. So that's an extra 10 mines. Which is an extra potential 40 damage. Cool. And then we are going to put in the speedy leg actuator. And to do all of that, we are going to put in the compact life support as well as the engine removal -3. Which actually, yeah, because we're only going to have to put 3 heat sinks in. So where's the standard heat sinks? 1, 2, and 3. And we still have 0.6 tons left. Interesting. This is much better than running an XL engine on this thing. 0.6, huh? I mean, we could also drop it by an additional 0.17. Just scrapping around for every single little bit of... Like, I really want to put the C3 unit on it. That's what's going on here. I really want the C3 unit on this thing. It has enough armor to stay in the fight, in the middle of the enemies, for a little while. And it doesn't really have much in the way of hard points or armor. I mean, hard points or damage, so... That would be the most use for it. But I don't have any other way to really save 0.6 tons. And again, I'm not going to put an XL engine into it. Not at all. Jeez, I really want it. Do I drop the small laser? I mean, it's only 15 damage. And the C3 unit would give everyone more accuracy. Everyone. And we could just strip down a little bit of the armor. Oh wait, actually... but the Duralast Quickcell weighs an extra 1.76 tons. Yeah. I think this is better. I think the C3 providing sensor info to all of our allies, as well as the speedy leg actuator potentially letting us get 5 evasion instead of 4. I think that helps. Plus we have the improved sensor, so counters ECM stealth by 1, bonus of 1 to sensor detection. Not great, considering we're not shooting anything. So that actually doesn't matter at all. Do I do this? We could also leave the Mine Dispenser 15 as a Mine Dispenser 10 and keep the small laser. Yeah, that's only an extra 40 damage. Upgrading from the Mine Dispenser 10 to Mine Dispenser 15, if they all trigger, which there's no guarantee they will. Whereas the small laser is 15 damage per turn if it hits. And it'll be very, very easy for this little guy to get behind enemies. On that note, what's our melee damage? Okay, that's not accurate. So let's see, the flea was doing 15 damage on a kick. So that means this, if everything follows, should be doing 35 damage on a kick. Or, on a punch, it should be doing, the flea was doing 5 on a punch, but it only had uppers. So with lowers, it should be doing more than 1/3 of its chassis tonnage. But even if it's only doing 1/3 of its chassis tonnage, that's still an extra 12-ish damage on top of the small laser. So it's still doing almost 30 damage, and then can follow up with the miniguns. And it should be pretty easy for this thing to get behind. What's wrong? 1 or more components installed in an invalid location. Ah, we don't have the specialty tonnage for it. I see. I see. Okay. I'm not putting heavy industrial armor just to use the miniguns. So we're going to put the miniguns on a different mech. Apparently it needs to be either a 40 plus tonner, or it needs to have the heavy industrial armor or hybrid TSM or something. Okay. I think we've spent enough time here. I think this is an improvement. Getting a little bit more evasion and getting the C3 unit online is a fairly significant improvement.
Shouldn't be too hard.
We could have also put the C3 on the fire starter. Could also put the C3 on the fire starter. What would we do with the ton? With half a ton, we could upgrade the mine dispenser. With half a ton, we could upgrade the mine dispenser. Put the C3 onto the fire starter. But then again, that would be less boom room on the fire starter. And the C3 you mostly want to put on a mech to support other mechs. But what would I do with the extra half a ton after I upgrade to the mine dispenser 15? Some peel and stick armor. Give this thing a little bit of extra survivability. I mean, no. Because we don't really care if this thing explodes. Just like with the flea, this is not about it surviving that long. So no, let's give it the C3. I'd rather use the tonnage here to give it to give our team C3 bonus, rather than use the tonnage on the fire starter, which we can instead use for weapons because it has enough hard points. And then we need the speedy leg actuator. Boom. And we dropped a little bit of armor. Like that. Or actually, drop it off a shield arm. Drop it off both shield arms. Yeah. There we go. Good deal. Yeah, we'll leave it just like that.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
The fire starter, again. I think I'll figure out what I'm doing with everything else first. Hunchback, we absolutely need to fix the cooling. Absolutely. I'm sick of this thing running hot. And honestly, I'm sick of the AC-20. So what do we do with it? It doesn't have enough hard points to really do anything with smaller weapons. Like, yeah, we could use the pulse lasers here, but I'd rather, I think, put those on the fire starter. So actually, what do we do here? Is there anything we do here? Okay, well, we definitely know we are upgrading. We are absolutely upgrading to double heat sinks. So let's start with that. And this thing has enough armor that I think it's a good place for the clan double heatsink kit. But it's also very slow. So it takes damage very easily. Out of curiosity, can the compact actuators remove hand? No. It does not remove hand, but it does save 0.25 tons here. Interesting. Obviously best used in a mech that doesn't have weapons in the arms. Plain and simple. So whenever we got a shield arm on something, we slap that on for a little bit of tonnage saving. Definitely want to give it some kind of electronic warfare stuff. Then again, this thing... Hold on. Not enough free slots. I see. So this is toggleable. When we toggle it on, it gives us an extra 30-meter walk distance. Which is a 30% increase, roughly. That's interesting. Also, Gyro Dreadnought, this is a good place for it. Again, it doesn't move very fast. So having the extra damage reduction is really good. Because it is going to take hits. It's not an if, it's a when. Do we put that stuff here? If we do this, if we go with clan medium pulse lasers on top of the AC-20, we would also need armor upgrade. So here's the main reason I'm not wanting to really do this, why I'm really trying to keep with the medium lasers. We want to punch with the hunchback. Oh, those are the wrong slots. You know what? I'll just go back and start over. So we really want to get in close and punch with the Hunchback. And since we want to punch, he is the perfect candidate for some hybrid TSM. That obviously works really well with him walking up and punching with his battle fists. So we don't care about the hand weapons except for as we're closing. We are going to save the tonnage with the upgraded heat sinks, but I don't think we need doubles. I think we're fine. Where is it? I think we're fine using one of our quick sell double heatsink kits with quick sell double heatsinks. Yeah, so that's a heat delta of 1 now. And that's 2 extra tons we have available. I do like the idea of giving it the Dreadnought Gyro. Because again, this thing doesn't have the most evasion. And the reduced damage taken will really help. But it also doesn't have much that I care about protecting, really. Not much at all, really. That being said, peel and stick armor. 0.3 tons for it to start recovering. So it repairs 2 armor every time it takes damage. And it adds +8 armor to their location. So we just increased side torso and center torso armor by 8. Do we care about 8 armor and 2 repair? Not really. But I feel like the extra carry capacity will be nice. Can we use it with the TSM? No. Alright, so we got the TSM for extra carry capacity. Speaking of, we have a combat shotgun. We have hands. We also have a grenade variety pack. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it went in. It went in replacing the combat shotgun. Ah, because the combat shotgun requires 1 hand, no? Wait, what? 9-ton handheld. Wow. Okay. So we either go with grenades or with the combat shotgun. I think the combat shotgun's better if we're going to be punching people. Fires during punch physical melee attacks. Yeah. Has 10 shots. It's an LBX autocannon, basically. It also is a multiplier to punch attack damage and punch attack stability damage. That is a great addition to this Hunchback. So how do we use the last 2 tons? And do we actually go with Pharaoh as well? Clan Pharaoh would give case. So if there was an ammo explosion in the legs, it would not travel. But we don't have that much stuff that we care about here. Like, if the ammo goes, then the AC-20 needs to be replaced anyway, because I don't think we have spare AC-20 ammo. I stand corrected. We actually have an AC-20 double bin and AC-20 incendiary. Huh. Plus 40 heat damage is nothing to laugh about whenever they have single heatsink cooling. I think we use the Clan Pharaoh here. Just so the the explosions don't travel. And that also gives us enough tonnage to look at upgrading the engine core. Maybe to a 250. That would also let us use an actual double heatsink kit without the need for external double heatsinks. So now we really don't have to worry about overheating and our ammo cooking off, ever. But we would need to save more tonnage. That Clan XL engine is going to be expensive. Very, very expensive. But if we don't upgrade to at least a 250, there's no point in upgrading the core. Also, this would give us extra tonnage for armor. Alternatively, instead of upgrading to an XL, we could potentially run a ultralight rotary rifle. Again, with the Clan Pharaoh, we have case. Oh. That only weighs 2 tons. We would not be able to make good use of our hardpoints. Okay, you know what? Let's check out the Phoenix Hawk, because I think that is the best place for that ultralight rotary rifle. Alright. Wow, we can upgrade this so much. Ultralight rotary rifle, periphery ammo. Alright, so now we're making good use of all of our hard points. All we need is 4 tons. Regular Pharaoh, because we don't really care if the explosion travels, because if we lose an arm, we lost half the mech already. So if it travels to right torso and we lose that actual half of the mech, the only difference is we can't take as much damage anymore and our pilot suffers an injury. But that's fine. And then we have Indo. Indo will save us another 2.25 tons. Yeah, we do not use an XL engine here, right? Right? No. No, we do not. Wait, we have hands. We have hands. We do not use Indo. We also use hybrid TSM Quicksil here. We go to weapons. And we add the grenade variety pack. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, it is worth using an XL engine. 800,000 versus 1.1 million. But it's so much better. Or, alternatively, this could be where we put the Dreadnought Gyro. That's not enough. That on its own is not enough. Okay. So then, what about Dreadnought Gyro and XL? So the Dreadnought Gyro actually, yeah, we're gonna put the Clan Pharaoh here, so that if the ammo explodes, it doesn't take out or it doesn't crit the engine. Also, well, then again, the grenade variety pack, if it cooks off, it's going to blow up center torso. That would be bad. That would be very bad. I mean, does... Okay, so if we lose a side torso with the Clan XL, we will not lose the mech. So at that point, I think just a regular XL or running no case. Not running case is fine. So we have the Dreadnought Gyro reducing our damage taken. We have the hybrid TSM giving us more evasion. So an extra 30 meters move is probably 1 or 2 extra hexes and then extra sprint so we can get more evasion. Damage reduction from the Dreadnought Gyro. Ultralight rotary rifle also gives us more damage output. And we can then use our Clan Guardian ECM and our Clan Active Probe. And I would actually prefer the medium rifle to be in the arm with the single laser because I would rather protect the ultralight rotary rifle. If I have to lose one of them, I'd rather lose the medium rifle. Alternatively, we do have a pair of autocannon 5s. Could we make that work? So with the pair of autocannon 5s, we would only need the one AC5 bin. Just the one. Which would be a quarter of the ammo. But I would also like to put the AC5 incendiary in case we get a heat build up and running. So that would be 2 tons of ammo, along with 16 tons for the weapons. So 18. Can we replace it with 18? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we would need to find an extra 4 tons. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. We need to save the AC5 pair until we get bigger mechs eventually. Yeah. Or on a mech with a lower engine core. If we only had a, I don't know, 200 core in this thing, we would definitely have the tonnage then to add in the AC5s, but I like this thing being faster and being able to backstab. Because with the 6.9, with the hybrid TSM active, we'll be able to get behind people pretty easily. Obviously, we don't want to use the grenade variety pack point blank, but yeah. Active probe will actually help us hit a lot. Guardian ECM will keep us a little bit safe. Is this where I put the pulse lasers? No, I'd rather them be center and side torso rather than be on the arms. It's just so easy to lose arms. Laser AMS quick cell. Protects teammates and allies, can fire multiple missile volleys per round. 75% missile intercept chance. 9 heat per activation, which is fine because we're primarily ballistic here. We could actually go. You could just go regular double heatsink kit. Boom. Overcooling by 13, which means the laser AMS can fire a couple times before we even start seeing any heat, and we can drop it very easily. And then we still have 1.67 tons for just armor. How much tonnage does 8 armor take? So we're at 0.33. Up to 0.42. So 0.09. Which means the peel and stick armor is actually very useful. Because it allows us to go over our max armor. So now instead of having 70 armor, our arms have 78. In addition to that, they repair 2 every time they get hit. Yeah, that is more valuable than adding 0.1 tons worth of armor elsewhere. And then that also allows us to armor up a bit. And we still have a ton left. So we could either go another ton of armor. Or what? Or what? Rangefinder is interesting, but not as interesting since we're so short-ranged. Because we are fairly short-ranged. Yeah, fall-off damage. Armored Cowl is interesting here. For the injury resist, mostly. We do have 2 of them. The SLDF is also interesting for the extra tactics. The argument could be made for either. The argument really could be made for either. Breaching shot, not really great since all of our damage is like pretty spread out. We're never gonna want to shoot just one weapon. Let's see. Actually, -1 recoil. Recoil of 1 per shot above 2. So if we're firing times 6, that's actually a recoil of 4. 3? Wait. Not enough slots. How many slots is it? 3 slots for an upper. Okay. That's the trade-off. Yeah, okay. But we need the ammo. I mean, I guess we could put the peel and stick on the other side torso, because that is more of our shield side. That's the side we're going to want pointed towards the enemies more. And that allows us to have 0 recoil on the medium rifle. Then again, if we have Mechwarrior, that's 1 recoil reduction. I mean, not Mechwarrior, military, that's 1 recoil reduction. The upper recoil would be 2, so the medium rifle would already not have recoil. And the light rifle would only start having recoil at 5 or 6 shots. So we're actually going to put that upper recoil, I think, on the Hunchback. We're going to have a good time with it. Yeah. So all the most important locations have the peel and stick, which upgrades their armor by 8 and then gives them a little bit of repair. We have the guarding ECM and the active probe to give us a little bit of electronic warfare advantage. And the advanced zoom, I think, is fine here. Nothing really shoots that long range. Actually, no, I think I'm actually going to just put that on the Cicada. Fire control energy accuracy is better than nothing, but I'd rather actually keep it as a spare in case we have to punch out the Cicada or the fire starter. I am gonna put the armored cowl in here. Just the +1 injury resist is nice. Really nice. And the extra 5 armor and structure is cool too. Modifier of 1 to guts, so if we are overheating at any point, basically from taking heat damage, then we have less of a chance of ammo cooking off. And if our ammo cooks off, we lose half our weapons. Or if our ammo cooks off with our grenade variety pack, we lose our center torso. So that's why I'm going with the extra guts there. Then we have an extra 0.55 tons for armor. So we're going to bump a little bit more in the legs, bump a little bit more in the center, and bump a little bit more in the sides, as well as the back, and especially in the center, because if we lose center, we lose a lot of good things. So I think that is going to be our 1.1 million C-bill Phoenix Hawk. And the only way we could actually make it any better at any point is going to just be cockpit upgrades. That's it. That's all that's left. Yeah. I think tracker sensors is actually a good call here. So our minimum range, our short range I mean, is half of optimal and less. Which means for the ultralight rotary rifle, it's only about 2 hexes. 2 to 3 hexes. That we would get the -2 penalty. The medium lasers, it would be 3 or 4 hexes. The medium rifle, it would be up to 150 meters, so if we're in a optimal range for the medium laser, we're probably in minimum range for the medium rifle, but the medium rifle isn't that critical. Like, the majority of our damage at this point is coming from the medium lasers opening up for the ultralight rotary rifle. And then the ultralight rotary rifle doing up to 120 damage to structure only. Armor it's going to have a trouble with, but yeah. The medium rifle doing 45 to structure or 60 something, I think we figured out, to armor. Something along that line is, not great. So it being at a -2, and it's not like it's not going to hit. Like, it will still hit sometimes with the -2. But having the +2 at long and extreme range, especially since anything over 300 meters is long range for all of our weapons. So there's going to be a lot larger of an area that we're gaining the +2 accuracy than the area where we're losing the 2. So a couple hexes right behind people versus several hexes. I think the medium rifle, that would be like 10 hexes. The medium laser, that would be like, 180 is somewhere around 6 or 7 hexes of just +2 accuracy. So, that's good. That is very good. Yeah, again, none of these fire control systems really matter. I mean, we could take the energy accuracy, but I'd rather, again, put that in mechs that really have a lot more energy damage and have a spare in case they have to punch out. Alright, I think that's the plan. I think that's the play. Putting a Clan XL engine into a mech running primitive weapons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go.
I'll get it in this.
Alright, so now we only have 1.1 million left. So let's make the fire starter on the cheap. Build the fire starter on the cheap. Oh yeah, engine core. Definitely thinking 250. Because I like the idea of the fire starter having a 711. And then I think what we're going to do is pulse lasers, center torso, and right torso. Drop the jump jets. Give it medium lasers everywhere else. Give it a Pharaoh and Indo upgrade. It does not need case, so it can go Endosphere Pharaoh. And then, let's see. Cooling upgrade. It is generating how much heat? 81? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we're actually, I think, going to have to put in an XL upgrade if we want to run it like that. And I really do want to run it like that. That's very good damage with the fire control energy. It's going to be very good accuracy. Give it a armored cowl to prevent injury, I think. Actually, no. Boom. We don't need to put an XL upgrade. And then sensors. We don't have any good sensors for it, really. Do we go SLDF for the higher piloting and tactics? No, I think we go armored cowl here. Right? And actually, I'm going to drop one of the clan medium pulse lasers so we have a spare. That way if we lose side torso, it's not as devastating, and that gives us extra ton for armor. Alright. Something like that. And then, anything else? Anything else? I don't think so. I mean, then again, tracker sensors, we're going to be able to position really easily with how much speed we have. Up to 420, and optimal is 210, so again, it's 105 and less, which is only a handful of hexes. If we have to punch out the fire starter, it's going to be bad. Like, we're going to be very sad. But, definitely want to put the most armor in center. Because we do not want to lose our clan pulse lasers or our Pharaoh or Endo. Losing either side torso is fine. Losing an arm is fine. Medium lasers are very easy to come by. Something like that. Without an engine upgrade or a gyro upgrade, that's probably the best we can make it. And again, we do have the ability to just shrug off losing a side torso. Our heat efficiency is a problem. So, what kind of heat sink kit do we need? We need to drop 75 heat per turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's 60. So that's a heat delta of 15. But we can wait to fire the medium laser until we have a really good shot, which would bring it down to a heat delta of 6. Are the medium pulse lasers too hot and too heavy? Because if we just replace them with 2 medium lasers, that saves us 2 tons. And it saves us 12 heat. So yeah, there our heat efficiency is a delta of 3, which is much more manageable. And that also gives us 2 more tons for armor. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that is better. Because I think that lets us completely max front armor. And actually lets us, I think, max all the armor. Huh. And we have 0.1 tons remaining. Interesting. What do we do with 0.1? Can we do anything with 0.1? We don't have ECM to put stealth on. Because I would actually consider... But then again, we'd have to drop armor, blah, 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 blah. Maybe we go 50-50. Put one medium pulse. Then again, our heat delta would be 9. So even dropping a medium laser wouldn't reduce our heat any. I mean, this is a mech. It's only 135,000, but I think I would want it to be better before I put the cockpit stuff in it. Wolfhound, on the other hand, is already built. Wolfhound is already running double heat sinks. Already has an engine core. Let me think for a moment. I don't know. I mean, I was talking about leaving a fire control energy accuracy spare in case we have to punch somebody out. But I actually think... I don't know. So I could drop the large laser here. Put in the pulse lasers. Move a medium to the arm. Have 2 tons left over. Be overcooling by 5. So I'd be trading out 65 damage for 72. Just straight up damage upgrade, straight up accuracy upgrade, and losing a little bit of range, 200 meters of range. Actually, not even 180 meters of range. So I think that's a good upgrade, especially with the accurate weapon energy quirk. Those pulse lasers will hit very regularly. That being said, what do I do? I need ECM for that. So until I have ECM, like... I don't know. I think that's enough building for right now, other than just slotting in the energy accuracy here, as well as the cockpit SLDF, I think. Because if we punch, the only thing we don't shoot is the large laser. So the one piloting may come in handy, as well as the one tactics in addition to the Beagle probe, giving us a lot better of a sensor readout. We have great armor, and I think... I mean, then again, the Rangefinder, but it's just a large laser. Tracker sensor is kind of whatever here. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Just that. That's it. Cool. One day, 288 C-bills, and we made that considerably better. And the Hunchback? Again, I really like the idea of the hybrid TSM. And it weighs nothing. And then dropping the heat sinks in exchange for probably the quick cell double heat sink kit. We no longer have heat problems. Again, we're not risking a whole ton. Although I might as well put in Pharaoh and upgrade the back armor. Huh. Still needs more tonnage to upgrade more. You know what? We have slots left. Let's go engine removal. And go back to cooling. And add another 3. Actually put it on the arm here. I guess I could put 1 in center. Sure. And then armor up even more. All right. Well, I guess dropping a little bit of tonnage to the leg there is actually important since it has ammo now. So yeah. There we go. So almost maxed armor, improved melee, improved speed, which is a big thing. I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to use it early. Because, yeah, 10% fail chance on activation. Legs and arms receive fail penalty. Which means ammo could go boom. And that's 9 days. It's only... That's not even a day. Okay. Wait. So what's taking so long? Is it the Pharaoh? No. Is it just how many heat sinks we're putting in? Ah. Okay, that adds up pretty fast, actually. I see. How quickly can we just upgrade the heat sinks? Nothing fancy, just double heatsink kit and replace the 4 regular heat sinks with 4 quick cell double heat sinks. Four days. Wow. But that does immediately fix our heat problems. And it allows us to go in and do literally all that other stuff. Structure. How much does this take? Not enough. Oh, yeah. So the fixed points are the legs and the arms. Side torso can move around. Alright. So that's 4 days. That gives us better melee, better speed, and better cooling. I think that's worth the 4 days.
On it. I'll let you know.
And then the Bushwhacker is still exceptional. Just the way it is. Although, actually, I'm not a fan of the Thunder LRMs. I'm not a fan of the Thunder LRMs at all. So, I'm actually not a fan of any of these. SRMs. I mean, we have 3 energy hard points and 4 missile hard points. So we could fire 20 Inferno SRMs per turn. For 80 heat. Do I want to make this my toasty heat up build? It would not lose any of its versatility other than range on the lasers. Then again, the flamers don't really do that much heat damage, and they're at very short range. So we'll see. We'll see how. Oh, I only had 1 bolt-on incendiary rock? I thought I had 2. I forgot to give the Hunchback the combat shotgun. So I definitely want to do that. I thought I had 2 of the incendiary rockets. It's whatever. That's fine. And then I'm also going to give the... Where is it? Advanced zoom to our Bushwhacker here. Validate, confirm.
Right. I'll get
Cool.
it in the schedule.
Let's push the Hunchback to the top. Wow, the Phoenix Hawk is going to take 12 days. Alright, and we have spent the majority of our funds. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll supervise. Aw, we failed. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Hunchback, given the Hunchback the combat shotgun, and we also need to find somebody for the miniguns. Alternatively, we could just put them back on the Cicada. Combat shotgun, boom, 1 day. Alright.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So... Again, we can't put it on the Oscout, we can't put them on the Flea because they're too heavy. Unless we were to give the Oscout the bonus carry capacity somehow. No, I'll just put it back on the Cicada. I regret taking them off the Cicada. Alright, Mech Bay. Cicada. I mean, again, I would love to have just all energy on the Cicada. Oh, right, because we put the Stealth X. Yeah, never mind. Not going on the Cicada. So... I guess let's see if there's anything on the Oscout we can... add so they can...
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Okay. Yeah, so Oscout is ready.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Can we give it Oh, that's right. It didn't have enough. No, that was the Duralast that we tried. Heavy industrial armor. It can use the heavy industrial armor. So now we have plenty of carry weight. Who'd we give the grenades to? You know what? It's fine. Minigun. 2 days. Again, small laser, punch, minigun. And we could upgrade the miniguns to something even heavier at some point. Alright, cool. Sounds good.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Now, everything should be done pretty quickly. So, 3 days, and then 2 days. Alright. We'll just wait then. Oh, actually, I do know for a fact that the Firestarter is getting a 250 core. That I know for sure, because that is just the perfect size core for a Firestarter. It gives it enough room for weaponry, it gives it enough speed to get into good positions to fire the weapons. So that is totally worth it. And yeah, I'll figure out the rest later.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright. So that should be... Boom. Everything's ready.
The order you submitted is complete.
Yeah, sure, Medusa. Go have fun. She's now athletic, which is +1 health, but she is injured now, so we won't be able to drop her on the next mission. That's fine. She's out for 12 days, but she permanently got +1 health, which is really good. So, hopping into the command center, we need money. We need money pretty badly. So we're looking for high value. I mean, we could start taking priority missions again. Or was that... Yeah. Wait. I thought we finished the priority missions and, like, failed and... whatever. Like... I guess they're under attack again? Or something? I don't know. Solo duel. Actually, very interesting. I mean, that's pretty good money. Alternatively, we could get 2-8 and only risk damaging 1 mech. So obviously, we're going to bring our best mech. And our best mech is, of course, our Bushwhacker. We're risking it, but on a half skull, this should be doable. Best Mechwarrior, best mech. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Commander in the Bushwhacker against a Firestarter. Cool. Alright. And the reason I dropped the Bushwhacker and the Commander is because the next mission I don't feel like they're going to be necessary. And that's actually a terrible hit chance. Oh dear. Huh. What if I move instead? 17, 15, 25s. Oh, right. No sensors first round on duels because you start with spawn protection. Right. So I'm actually going to move and brace. To allow for the damage reduction when they inevitably shoot me first. I see. They indeed did not shoot me first. Oh yeah, that's the hit chance I was looking for. That is the hit chance I was looking for. I mean, it's a Firestarter S, 9S. It's going to be running single heat sinks, and if it fires an entire alpha strike, it's going to overheat. As long as I'm giving it a little bit of help, which I think I shall. This thing is not going to be able to shoot at me at all. I mean, he does have AMS, but it's, yeah. He's got single heat sinks, so my Inferno alone should be enough. Ah, he's in the water. Very well then.
What do you want?
But I think Inferno will still be enough to keep him hot even while he's in the water. Ah, that's why I thought I had 2 of them. It's ×2, it's 2 shots. I see. Alright.
Well, I needed salvage anyways. The SRM
So, yeah.
is empty, so it's time to do karate.
And he's shut
I'm
down.
on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. So this should potentially be a kill. Yep. There we go. Sadly, it's just a standard fire starter.
Mission successful.
Alright, so we got 67,000 C-bills. Easy money. I will absolutely take the Beagle Probe and... I mean, I've already built a fire starter, so I'm not too interested in the fire starter part. I think I will take the medium lasers. Alright. Okay, drop the cockpit basic. Hold on to the 2 heat sinks. Okay. Maybe with duels, I should just, like, consider each half skull a 10-ton limitation. Like, dropping on a half skull duel, I should only bring, like, 10 or 15-ton mechs. Wait, are there even 10-ton mechs in the game? I don't think so. In any case, drop like 15-tonners on half skull, 20 or 25-tonners on one skull duels, and, you know, so on and so forth. Because, yeah, that was way too easy. But, I mean, do I want to go for an easy? I don't want to go for an easy. I want to go for something... Don't want to do defend base because our allies take all the damage. Do I feel confident to do a 2-skull battle? The surviving units of a Channelanian lance escaped the battlefield. We believe they've managed to partially repair their mechs, and that means they're a loose end. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, get out of there. So, we're bringing the Hunchback, we're bringing the Phoenix Hawk, we're bringing the Cicada, the Wolfhound. Oh, we haven't unlocked the 6th. So actually, I think I'm going to... I definitely want to see the Stealth X in action to see how safe the Cicada is. But I also want to test the Phoenix Hawk and the Hunchback. And I want to test them more. And the Wolfhound isn't... Like, the Wolfhound is very similar in accuracy, and I think actually has better damage output. Yeah, we're gonna leave the Cicada at home. Bring the Oscout and the Flea for our mines. Bearclaw is Phoenix Hawk? Phoenix Hawk. Dida is Flea because... No. Yeah, Medusa is Flea. And since Medusa is injured, then Dida is Flea. Garrisoned is the Cicada, so he'll sit out for this one. Jester was in the Oz Scout. Lamia was in the Wolfhound. And Paradox was in the Hunchback. We're actually up to a 1-star lance. Imagine that. We do not have 1-star pilots, though. I should probably go see if I can get a couple skill points.
How's it going?
Nope.
Yes, Commander.
Yes. Wait, Dida is Flee? Flee. So I don't care about gunnery. Not really.
Confirmed, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Garrisoned is the Cicada. So let's go Guts in case we have to go overheat.
Standing by.
Jester is the Oz Scout. So again, we don't really care about gunnery.
Training complete.
Aye, aye.
Lamia. I mean... The Wolfhound is important to do damage with.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Although I am worried about... With a piloting as low as 2, there's always the chance that if you have a damaged leg actuator, you just fall down from trying to sprint. It's mitigated a lot by the time you get to piloting 4 and higher, but... For the time being, yeah, Paradox in the Hunchy. We definitely want more gunnery there.
Mechwarrior training
Yes,
complete.
Commander.
And
Yes,
Orcus, we can get some guts.
Training
So we
complete.
shall. Alright. 2 skull, partially repaired, partial lance, allegedly. We'll see if they have reinforcements. Oh, right. I can just... No. Load. Default. Apply. Boom. And then we're dropping the Cicada in favor of the Ost Scout. Alright. That's the lance we're dropping. 1-star lance, 2-skull mission. Let's go. Alright, here we go. And since we're against a deep periphery state,
Command interface
and it's a 2-skull mission, we might see heavies that are primitive or quick sell instead of, you know, good stuff. I hope they're bringing at least one Irby. I would really like to start collecting Irby parts. But yeah, so we got this area we can't drop in. Looks to be a single lance. Yeah. I think it's a single lance. Cool. Let's drop over here. Kinda hope that they can't get line of sight and shoot us before we have spawn protection. I mean, since we don't have spawn protection. Alright. Wolverine, Icarus 2. Oh dear.
Got something you want done?
Yes, Flea. I want you to get a lot of evasion.
Roger.
And I want you to drop mines. So, medium laser off, mine dispensers on, and just kinda right in front of them. All the mines.
I copy.
Ah, that's actually terrible scatter. A lot of them went behind them.
Range missiles.
A lot of the mines went behind them. Ow? Okay, they can hit 5 evasion. Flea needs to get
Not
out.
much armor left in that low. Yes, boss.
The Flea absolutely needs to get out. 30% failed chance to activate the hybrid TSM for the first round. Okay then. Guess we won't be doing that. Those are hit chances though.
Roger that. No
Those
shoot.
are hit
Just
chances
run.
I will take. Alright, so armor shred. Oh yeah. And then fire. Ooh, sticky mine. What does that do? We're out of range though. Max 150, I see. Alright. Then just fire all the things. Well
Target
then.
neutralized.
I like the new Phoenix Hawk. It's good. Oh yeah, and we have the laser AMS. 3 from 5 hit by AMS. Beautiful. So,
Copy that.
again, just trying to get evasion and shoot who we can.
Firing all
Unfortunately, there's no light parts, so once again, this is just a component run. I think we're going to have to push out of the periphery before we start seeing more light mechs. Because the value of 2+ skulls is going to be, if they're bringing primitive and quick sell, it's going to be a lot of... Actually, I'm going to run over this way, get 5 evasion with him as well. And yeah, the speedy leg actuator is giving the Oscout 5 instead of 4, but losing it is giving the Flea 5 instead of 6. So that's not great. I think the Flea needs it more. And seeing the scatter, we're going to do it there. Alright. Lots of mines.
I'm out of SRM. Good to go.
I don't like the idea of firing an AC-20 threading the needle between 2 of my mechs. So I'm not gonna.
Affirmative.
I'm going to hold the AC-20 shot. But the combat shotgun and the medium lasers. Ooh! Paradox actually can activate the hybrid TSM without it exploding. I just assumed it was going to be the same fail chance as the Phoenix Hawk. Interesting. Alright, I will take your medium laser and shrug it off. I am seeing a slight problem with my plan of only salvaging light mechs for a while and doing the challenge run thing where we drop on heavier missions than we should be. The idea of just never getting light mech parts because we're fighting a bunch of primitives is not great. So we should probably make our way to the inner sphere sooner than later.
Engaging. Commander?
Yeah, flee, just get gone. Just get gone.
Understood. Moving fast.
I don't like how accurate those guys have been.
Yes, Commander.
Phoenix Hawk.
Roger.
Moving for higher accuracy, and I think shooting the Wolverine that's already open. I'm really curious what the sticky mine does. But I think it's more valuable to see if the grenade clears the mines.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Here's the grenade. It does indeed clear the mines. Okay.
Target's taken up.
Now we know.
Hey there.
And now...
All in
I should have activated the TSM to get closer. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's, I guess the hit chance is almost the same. The hit chance is not much different.
Reporting critical hit. Ready for orders.
Yeah, flee. Again, just get gone.
Confirmed.
Actually, do they have line of sight there? I hope they don't have line of sight there. So turn 16, Wolverine. Shooting at the Hunchy. Cool.
Standing by.
And we could kick, but again, we have minimum range, so let's just go into this guy's side and shoot all the things. So now we are losing 13% hit chance for going ×6, but it's worth it, I think. I think that's worth it.
Docking on target.
Oh yeah, the grenade. I forgot the grenade clears the mines. Oh well, it's fine. This is already in the bag. We don't need the mines.
Standing by.
Yeah, definitely going for the guy that's already on the ground.
We'll go.
I mean, it's a Wolverine 1R, so it's not even, like, interesting equipment.
Roger that.
It's literally just, like, medium laser AC5, I think.
Good to go.
Not particularly exciting.
Acknowledged.
I'll scout. I'm only getting 2 evasion, but I think we're fine.
Fire. Hostile eliminated.
Alright, enemy down. Hunchback. Hybrid TSM on. Oh, yeah. We can get into his back, too. Alright, let's see how effective this is.
Roger.
Hit. That's a kill. 1 punch, 1 kill. Beautiful.
Let's get this done, team.
Nice.
Hostile removed.
Alright, easy mission.
Mission successful.
I mean, it's really good that was a quick mission because we spent so much time today in the mech lab. But at the same time, where's the challenge? Alright. Could take a Wolverine, but we can't. I mean, I'll take the 275 core. Wow, yeah. Oh, take the SRM-6, I guess, and the AC-5s and the medium laser. I mean, I guess picking the Wolverine or Icarus parts to scrap them would be fine, just for the money. Yeah, I think I will. Wolverine's an extra 700? No. 8? 9. 900,000. Icarus is less. Or more. Oh, wait. I pulled the engine core out by mistake. So, yeah. 500,000 on the Icarus. The Wolverine 1R is more than that. Oh, I did it again. Oh, okay. Wolverine 6. That's 800,000 versus 750,000. Okay. So we are going to take the engine core as well as all the 6R parts. And then we're just going to go scrap them straight away. Alright. Bunch of Wolverine parts. We got basically everything. We can immediately drop the armor and the primitive stuff. The structure and the jump jets. Okay. Alright. I mean, sure. Easy mission. Alright. Yeah. 1,500 damage. It's all the flea. Okay. So let's take this opportunity then to go back to the Hunchback. And we're actually going to do some of the stuff I was talking about. We are going to... What was I talking about? I don't remember. Wow. I know I was going to do the engine heatsink -3. Put in 3 more of the quick cell double heat sinks. So we still have 5 spare. You could put an AMS in. But no, that's not what I was talking about doing. What was I talking about doing? You could put the Beagle probe in for higher accuracy on the autocannon. Breaching shot is actually interesting here, because if we just fire the autocannon, it doesn't matter if they're braced, covered, bulwark. It will still just do 100 damage. Yeah. Jeez, what was I talking about doing? I mean... Let's be smart. Let's be smart. And we can afford that if we just put in Pharaoh. We don't need Clan Pharaoh anymore, because we have the Case 2. And then we still have an extra ton for armor. Could actually just put 2 of the double heat sinks over here. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And just up our armor. Although actually on our shield side, we don't need to up it that much. And then the back armor. In case we have to punch in such a way that we're putting our backs to the enemies. Something like that. Our heat efficiency is great. We could actually... No, we can't. -2 heat sinks tons, and then -3. Oh no, we could. We could drop a double heat sink. And bring an incendiary? Like, what else would we spend a ton on? More armor, maybe? I mean, we have case 2, so it doesn't really matter that it's volatile. And plus 40 heat, and then target generates 20 heat for 2 turns. That's worth 40 damage. In some situations. Sure. Let's try that. If we don't like the incendiary AC-20 ammo, as in it never hits, in which case... I guess in that case, it doesn't even matter if we're missing. Because if we miss with the incendiary shot, we would have missed with the regular shot anyway. So, Alright. Yeah, we got our punch bot. Combat shotgun adding the extra punch damage and stability damage. The hybrid TSM multiplying it by 1.25. The battle fists increasing the accuracy and the punch damage and stability damage. Man, I would really love fire control melee actually, or blood sport. That'd be good. That'd be really good. And honestly, until we have life support A or B, I could just get extra armor. Do I care about the extra armor? Half a time. I mean... Actually, we could even just go 110 here. Like, yeah, our left torso, if somebody is behind us, our left torso is very vulnerable. But all the important stuff is defended. And actually, I could put this in the leg. Oh, no, never mind. Hybrid TSM, right. The hybrid TSM takes a slot in the leg. But also this way, if our hybrid TSM does crit, since the crit goes to the legs and arms, that means worst case scenario, we lose a heatsink quick cell or a medium laser, since our ammo is no longer in our arms or legs. I think that's actually a very large improvement. Now obviously, as soon as we get piloting A or B or both, we don't want the compact life support anymore. But for now, I like it. Cool.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
And...
Commander.
we really need money. Engaged in maneuvers. This is the kind where you drop in and then there's, I think, just a chance that there's a second force that's doing the maneuvers with them, so you're actually against 2 lances, and then possibly reinforcement lances, so that sounds really interesting. But I think I'm out of time for the day. I did spend a long time in the mech bay. So, next episode, let's get in 2 missions, and see if we can get enough money to jump towards the inner sphere, which is going to take us through pirate territory.
Good to see you.
If we're going for Steiner space, then... Wait, what? How is this 137 days, and this is 119? In any case, we're going through Valkyrie space, we're going through Oberon space. They're basically pirates. They're basically just organized pirates. But yeah, I think I need to get out of the deep periphery if I have any hopes of collecting light mechs. Because as you've seen, it doesn't matter if we're dropping on a 1 skull or 2 skull or whatever. They're still bringing primitives, and the primitives are always going to be a weight class above. So... that sounds interesting. So at that planet, there is Steiner, Valkyrie, Pirate, and Oberon. That sounds very interesting. So we need 120 days worth of money, which is 4 financial reports. So we need several million. Also, going to the mech bay. Medium, we still don't have enough, so there's 336,000. And we don't have any tank parts, right? Nope. Cool. Good deal. No vehicles, no battle armor. Beautiful. So, next episode, we try to get some money and maybe find some more light mech parts. But for now, that has been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.